Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be talking about the Retron 1 HD, the Retrobit Retro 8 Dogbone controller, this 501 NES cartridge, multi-game cartridge, pretty cool stuff, and also, little bonus, this little Sam painting I picked up from a guy, pretty cool stuff, watercolor. But let's get to the point here. Let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy and take a look at what it contains. And just of note, I did pre-order this off of Amazon, and my pre-order was delayed. So I will be touching on where I got this later on in the video. And if you were interested, I will provide the Amazon links as well, and the information from the shop that I purchased it from. So taking a look here, the back of the box, she does go over some information. 8-bit gaming never looked this good. The Retron HD plays original NES, NTSC, and PAL games. Beautiful, crisp 720p. HD audio and video, you got a 16:9 or 4:3 option, premium controller, all that good stuff. Looking at the box, overall the box is really good quality. Hyperkin really makes some interesting stuff, and their packaging is always pretty cool. You do get a 2-year warranty from them. Nice little foiling on their logo there. And the little cut corner that they're known for on their packaging. Pretty cool stuff. Go ahead, peek inside, see what we got. So pulling out the system, she's pretty small. A little bit of a weight to her, but not too heavy, not too light. Pretty clean looking. Got that little corner there. Do have our NTSC and PAL switch on the bottom. And now on here we have our 16:9 or 4:3 option, our AV outputs, HDMI, then our power. Nifty. Reset button. Power button pushes in, pushes out, clicks back out, just like the original NES. Cartridge slot. All feels pretty good. And then the rest of the box, we do have our power plug to put our USB into. And this is the premium controller they talk about. It's called the Cadet. They also made a version for the NES Classic. Never had that one. But this controller does feel pretty good. It has this little ergonomic curves on the back to fit better in your hand. It does really feel pretty good. The buttons feel good. The D-pad controller in general feels really good. And our cord is going to be pretty dang long. It's a 10-foot cable that we get with this controller. So definitely a lot of room to have your system plugged in and be able to sit comfortably 10 feet away from your system while you play. So that's good stuff. A lot of these companies make shorter cables. 10 feet is awesome. A lot better than the NES Classic with its little, 2.5-foot cable, whatever it was. And then in our manual, it is a multi-language manual. It is in English, as well as, I believe, French and Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. Then we do get a little baggie with our not our HDMI, but our USB for our power. And that's going to be a pretty lengthy cable as well. That's going to be 6 feet long with the USB AC adapter. Pretty cool stuff. Go ahead and plug her in. The cables are all pretty thick on these guys, so pretty good quality. Now here's our HDMI cable. The HDMI cable is only 3 feet long, which I don't think is too much of an issue, especially if you have the system plugged in and it's, under your TV or next to your TV. 3 feet for the HDMI should be good enough. But you can always purchase a longer cable if you need it. But nice thick cable. I've had plenty of HDMI cables where they're really thin and cheap feeling. This one seems of good quality. Boom. And so from there, go ahead and close her up. I'm not going to use the AV cables at this time. Moving on, let's take a look at the Retrobit Retro 8 Dogbone controller. Now, this is made to work on original NES systems, and it should also work for any of these clone systems that take the original inputs as well. So I am going to try this out and ensure it works. I do have the original NES Dogbone controllers, but since my pre-order got delayed, I also pre-ordered an extra cadet controller that got delayed as well. But in the box it does explain it's 6-foot cable, plug and play, heavy duty, awesome stuff. Compatible with most NES consoles, inspired by the classic design, compatible with all NES games. So cool stuff. Definitely going to give that a go in a moment here. But the cord, like I said, is 6 feet long. But just as soon as I opened her up, I could tell this cord is quite a bit thinner than the cadet controller that came with the system. So, I don't want to knock the quality of it at all, but the cord is, the thickness of it's probably about half as thick as the controller that came with this system. But overall, the buttons, the feel of it really feels like an original Dogbone NES controller. And like I said, I do own the original Dogbone controllers, and this is dang near identical. So really good stuff with that. Can't wait to try her out. So now that that's all set up, we're just about ready to try her out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. This is a 501 multi-cart. Super games. What? 501 games. I don't even know the games that are on here, but I will take a look. 501, we'll see. But the cart does have a nice feel to it. Modeled after original NES cartridge. Has a little bit of weight to it. Doesn't feel real cheap at all. And as you can see, the cartridge, which is the same size as the original NES cartridge, pretty much the same size as the system as far as the length and width of, of it. Let's go ahead and power her on with our multi-cart. And you see the Hyperkin logo does glow. That's kind of cool. Nice little touch. Awesome stuff. So now getting into this bad boy, we're going to use the original cadet controller and try a couple games out. So we do have the original Ninja Turtles here, and this is in Japanese, so I'm kind of curious as to why this cart is going to have a mix, because I did try out the other Ninja Turtle games and they were the English version, so I kind of found that odd. I'll go ahead and boost up the sound and play the game sound. Okay guys, so after those tests, the Cadet controller, awesome, feels great. The system is cool. Little 501 cart, I don't know, lots of repeats and garbage. Dogbone controller, really sick. Where I picked up this console, I got it from a shop called Super Video Game Bros. They are in Diamond Bar, California. You could check them out. supervideogamebros.com. Fair prices, awesome stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I will catch you guys next time. Boom!